This is Serbian in 5 minutes. Short, simple lessons where you learn real Serbian, the language people use in everyday life, shaped by culture and real moments. In this lesson, you'll learn how to introduce yourself in Serbian. By the end of the video, you'll be able to say your name, where you're from, what your profession is, and how old you are. Let's start with complete Serbian introduction. 4 simple lines. Listen to my introduction. Zdravo, ja sam Sonja, ja sam profesorka, ja sam iz Srbije, ja imam 32 godine. Now, let's break it down for you so it's easier for you to reuse it with your own info. Your name. The most natural option to say your name is ja sam plus your name. For example, ja sam Sonja. Now your turn. Ja sam, and just add your name. Sjajno. You might also hear ja se zovem plus the name, or moje ime je plus the name. It would sound like ja se zovem Sonja, moje ime je Sonja. Even though all 3 options are correct, the most commonly used is ja sam. Ja sam. Let's do the quick quiz. Now, let's say what you do. It's the same structure. Ja sam plus the profession. Of course, you can Google your profession. I will give you 2 examples. Ja sam profesor. Ja sam programmer. Here's something important. For feminine gender, for women, many professions add ka. This is very common. So programmer would become programmerka. Profesor would become profesorka. Repeat after me. Ja sam programmerka. Ja sam profesorka. Another great use of ja sam is to say where you're from. So you would use the same concept, the same structure, ja sam, now plus is, meaning from, plus the country. For example, ja sam iz Srbije. Or, I wish I was from Italy, for example. Ja sam iz Italije. Ja sam iz Amerike. Ja sam iz Grčke. Ja sam iz Japana. You might have noticed that countries changed a bit. All of them, just a bit. Serbia is the main, the basic form, but now it becomes Srbije, right? Italia, the main form, now becomes Italije. We'll go into details about this change very soon, but for now you can easily remember that countries that end with a will get e at the end, I. So Serbia, Srbije, America, Amerike. And countries that end with a consonant like Japan, Japan, will get a at the end, e. Ja sam iz Japana. Now your turn. Say ja sam iz, and then your country, and change at e or a. Now H. And this is the one part that's different from English. In English, you would use I am, right? I am 32, in my case, 32 years old. So if you translate to Serbian, it would be still ja sam, but that's not how it works. We actually say ja imam. We say I have certain amount, certain number of years. So in my case, it would be ja imam 32 godine. Now it's your turn. Try to Google the number that you need and try to say Ja imam, then the number, and godine. We tend to change 3 endings there. So you can say godinu, godina, or godine. It depends on the number that your number ends with. So if your age ends with 1, like jedan, it would be 31 godinu. If it ends with 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, or 4, it would be godine. 32, 33, 34 godine. And if it ends with 5 or more, then it's godina. 35 godina. 36 godina. Not that important. Choose any ending. Just try to say it. Now, one funny cultural note. Be aware that Serbian grandmas have their own way of counting age. In my case, I'm 32 now. Ja imam 32 godine. But my grandma would say, napunila si 32, uzela si 33, tu je 34 odmah, 35 ko kuća. That would mean you turned 32, you took 33, 34 is basically already here, 35 solid as a house. So in reality, you might be 32, but for your grandma, it's actually 35. So if a Serbian grandma tells you that you're older than you are, don't get offended. It's normal. Another cultural note, an important one, in Serbia, people can be very direct. That means that they ask personal questions very early. So after where are you from, someone might ask, are you married? Jesi li oženjen? Jesi li udata? Do you have kids? Da li imaš decu? Do you plan to have kids? Da li planiraš da imaš decu? Don't panic, don't get offended. In everyday life, this is usually just friendly small talk. And of course, in business settings, it's different. Okay, now once again, the full introduction only in Serbian. Repeat after me if you want. Ja sam Sonja. Ja sam profesorka. Ja sam iz Srbije. Ja imam 32 godine. Now it's your turn. And if you want, you can also write your introduction in the comments below using these 4 lines. Ja sam plus the name. Ja sam plus the profession. Ja sam iz, I'm from, plus the country. Ja imam plus the years, the age. Hvala I vidimo se uskoro. Thank you and see you soon.